Hi friends, nice to see you in my new video, and in this video I want to show you one of the best game of world champion Bobby Fischer and this game between Donald Byrne. Okay, Byrne was white and Fischer was black. So knight f3, first move. This is uncertain move on Byrne's part. From here the game can develop in several different scenarios. Let me show you faster some opening moves, and also we can see that after castle and bishop f4, of course Bobby Fischer can play d6, and it was king's Indian defense, but he decided to play d5, and this is Greenfield defense. Then queen b3, one of possible move. Also e3 is possible for white, and d takes c4, queen c4, c6, e4, and then knight b to d7. In later game black played more actively, like b5 or maybe queen a5, but also knight b d7 is a good move. And next he wants to play knight b6, queen c5, and in this position active and very logical move by Bobby Fischer, bishop g4. So bishop g4 is very good move, and then Byrne played bishop g5. Bishop g5 was mistake because we can see that bishop on f1 is not developed now, and also of course white should continue development by castle king side. But bishop g5 he played, and I like next move by Bobby Fischer, and this is move like knight a4. What is idea with this move? If white takes on a4, which we did not see in this game, then black can play knight e4, and this is a fork for bishop and of course for queen. And then in some position we can play queen a5, and this position is very bad for white. For example, if queen a7 and queen a5, then rook e8, queen a4, and this position is very dangerous and maybe very bad for white. That's why after knight a4 Byrne decided to play queen a3, then take on c3, and simply knight e4, bishop e7, and then queen b6. Queen b6, another sacrifice, but Byrne decided to continue development and play bishop c4. So Byrne wisely applied the proposed material, and he did not take on f8. And another interesting sacrifice by Bobby Fischer, knight c3. Knight c3, and idea is that after queen c3 black can play rook e8, and then take on e7. So maybe Byrne should play queen c3 this game, and then for example castle. This position of course not so good for white because of extra pawn for black, but it's playable. In our game he played bishop c5, then rook f8 with the check, king f1, and then bishop e6. And I like this queen sacrifice, so we can see many sacrifices in this game, and maybe in this position Byrne can simply take on e6 and continue this game. Of course this position is not so good, but it's playable. After bishop e6, for example bishop e6, then black should go queen b5 with the check. Then for example if move like king g1, you can see knight e2, and then classical checkmate combination. Let me show you this one. But also, instead of this, let's go back. Maybe he can play move like bishop d3, and then of course white has two attacking chances: attack on b6 and attack on c3. So both pieces are hanging for black, and of course maybe Fischer should sacrifice the knight. But in our game after bishop e6, Byrne played bishop b6. He decided to take the queen, but this decision not so good because of bishop c4, then check on e2, check on d4, another check. So of course black has perpetual check, but Bobby Fischer decided to play for a win. Knight c3, and then simply take on b6, and next one of course we can take on d1 in some moment. At first, after queen before, very important move rook a4. This move is not only attack the queen, and also this move can protect bishop on c4. And after queen b6, take on d1, and now black has a rook and two bishops for only one queen for white, and of course a rook on h1 is not so good, and king on g1 also is very weak. And let me show you some more moves in this game. Also after some moves we can see that Fischer has interesting plan to promote pawns on the queen side. So he played b5, and maybe in some moment he can play simply b4, b3, b2, and even b1 if he can. But of course white has some counterattack on the king side, h4, then h5, king e5, and Fischer breaks the move, allowing the bishop to attack to king g7, and then after unpinning, Fischer now using the pieces to checkmate. Bishop c5 is the check, then knight g3 check, bishop b4 check, bishop b3 is the check, knight e2, knight c3, and rook c2 with a checkmate, and also bishop a3 is a checkmate too. So it's pretty game, and classical game is one of the best game by Bobby Fischer, and also I like this game because of some sacrifices and because of some interesting decision of Bobby Fischer. I hope that you like my review. Goodbye and see you next time.